Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and this is Windows Server 2025 complete master course from zero to expert, and this is 14th video in this course. And in this video we are going to discuss about what is global catalog, why this is important, and what is the use of the global catalog server in infrastructure, Active Directory infrastructure, and what are the best practices around global catalog server placement. So let's get started. So very first and basic question, what is global catalog server in Active Directory? So global catalog server, which is also known as GC, basically store a copy of object from all the domains in the forest. So let's say if you have a domain A, B, C, and then global catalog is going to hold the all the information about your each domain in the global catalog information basically, and it enables users to log on and search for the objects everywhere in the forest. So basically global catalogs provide the searchability for your object, which is if let's say user is sitting in domain A and he wants to search anything which is object which is sitting in global basically domain B, then global catalog is going to facilitate that search basically. And global catalog is a role that can be installed on a domain controller. So by default, when you install any domain controller, so global catalog though so the server is going to be become a global catalog server until unless you manually uncheck this. So if you see here in the domain controller, you can see the DC type is global catalog. So for example, if I go here and go to properties and then go to basically NTDS setting, and if I want to remove the server from global catalog, I can go here and apply, and now this server will not be going to act as a global catalog server. Now this become a domain controller specifically. So the DC type is domain controller, and then the second DC type is a global catalog server. So this is how you can switch your global catalog server from to normal DC or normal domain controller to basically a global catalog server by using the same. You can go and tick mark this and click apply and then OK. So now your server will become a global catalog server. So this is what global catalog server. So it stores the information about the objects from the all the domain controller in the forest. And now why global catalog is important. So the very first and common use case is forest wide search. So enable searching for the users group and all other object across all domains in the forest. So if you have a global catalog server, it will facilitate basically to search for the all the object in the forest with the different domains. And log on efficiency, so users can basically log on to any domain in the forest by using the global catalog. So improve the login performance. And universal group membership, so helps find the universal group membership from anywhere in the forest. And then the reduced traffic, so GC Globe basically holds the partial replica for all the domains, reduce need to contact multiple domain controllers in the same time. So let's say if you want to authenticate some object which is sitting in other domain, so it basically reduce the traffic also, since the global catalog has the information about the objects. And now how the global catalog works. So this is the process. Basically the first process, global catalog stores the partial data here, which is sitting for the other domain controller, and the client send the request to GC, and client connects to the global catalog server for the login and search, and then global catalog process the requests, and global catalog search the partial data and returns its result with the store data which is stored in the global catalog server, and full data from the domain controller for the changes, or full object data, and global catalog basically refresh the client to the domain controller. So basically this is the workflow how the global catalogs work in the production infrastructure. So it's basically holds the data partial replica for each domain controller in the each domains in the basically in the infrastructure, and then whenever there is a login or search request, it's provide directly data. And then if this server is not a global catalog server, then it will go ahead and search the data which is available somewhere in the infrastructure, most probably another global catalog server in the infrastructure, and it will provide the information from there. And then this is the main difference between global catalog and domain controller. So scope, it's store the partial replica of object in the forest, basically for all domain. And this domain controller basically stores all object it's in own basically domain, and partial replica for other domains. However, this stores all the objects in the forest basically. And purpose, forest wise search and logons, and domain controller basically provide domain management and authentications. And then ports are used, basically global catalog uses the port number 3268 TCP, and domain controllers use 389 TCP and UDP. And data store, partial attribute for all the objects in the forest and all object within its own domain basically. And required for universal group membership, forest wide search and user login. And domain controllers basically provide all domain operations, user creation, policy management and authentication. Installation, role can be installed on domain controller itself, and this is a domain controller are basically essential role for the any Active Directory infrastructure. So I have already showed you how you can basically convert your normal domain controller to global catalog, or global catalog server to the normal domain controller. So now this is the authentication process and and universal group membership. So basically authentication request goes to global catalog server when users request the login request, and then global catalog validate and return the users login information, and then the DC authenticates the basically users. And then the universal group membership request from the group membership universal group is sent to global catalog, and then global catalog basically reads the universal group membership from the partial replica data which is sitting in the global catalog server. And then domain controllers, basically any domain controller returns the universal membership to the client, and then client receive that basically group membership. So global catalog allow authentication anywhere in the forest and provides external group membership for the any domain controller which is basically out of the domain or the including all the forest. So these are the best practices around global catalog. So global catalog placement is a very important for our Active Directory design infrastructure. So deploy global catalog server in every site. So let's say if you have a multiple site, in each site you should have at least one global catalog server in your infrastructure, and have at least two global catalog per server for redundancy. If you have a let's say two domain controller, it is highly recommended to keep one global catalog server, or you can keep both servers as a domain controller, basically convert those domain controller to the global catalog server. And place global catalog on reliable always on domain controller. Ensure good network connectivity between the sites, because global catalog replicates each other whenever there is a changes within any domain. And monitor global catalog health and replication on the regular basis. So placing global catalog in all sites improve the login performance, enables universal group membership, and reduce the cross site traffic basically. So these are the some best practices around global catalog server, and this is highly recommended for the enterprise environment and design. So this is what I wanted to discuss. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe me for more videos, and if you have any query, any question related to this, you can always post me my given mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.